Hello, my name is Jeremiah Price, and I'm going to tell you about MVC. What the heck is MVC? It is Model View Controller. 3 words that mean 3 very important things. MVC is a way of understanding how clients see things, how developers write their code, and why they write their code. It is a way to flow information in and out to clients. M stands for model, which is typically a database that contains information. It's written with languages such as MySQL, SQL, NoSQL, whatever. There are many languages to store data. The model is simply the item that holds all of that information. It contains all the knowledge within. View has to do with the client. The user makes a request using a browser such as Chrome, Firefox, whatever. That browser is interpreting the user's requests and interpreting it through HTML or CSS. These are called client languages or user languages. The browser in Chrome is built with HTML and CSS, and that is all this user gets to see is whatever is on that web page. The user makes a request and gets an answer and looks at that answer. So it starts this way: makes the request, then there's the controller, then there's the model, back to the controller, and then the user gets the answer and sees it. The browser, through HTML or CSS, will interpret that data to the user to be able to see it. The controller is the middleman. It uses languages such as PHP, Java, whatever. It is the middleman because it handles the transactions between the viewer and the model. It builds a web page. It will receive data to both parties in all the formats that it needs. It literally shakes the hands of the viewer and the model. So this is how it works. The client, such as you or I, looking on the internet right now, you're on YouTube, so here we are. The client makes a request to the server. The server's the middleman. The server says, okay, you want to see something? Perfect. I have to talk to the database. Let me go to the database, see if they have it, and I'll bring it back to you. Let's use an example. Say somebody is Googling football and wants to look at pictures of footballs. Well, on your browser, you will search for images, footballs. Well, once you hit enter, you make a request. The request goes to that server, which is the middleman, and says, oh, you want to look at footballs? Okay, I have to talk to the database. The database will say, okay, I have millions of pictures of footballs. And it sends it to the server saying, I have these, what do you want? And the server will build web pages. Let's say the server's like, okay, I'll give you 50 pictures per page, and it quickly builds all of that for the client. And then it sends it back to the client. So we have the request from the client to the server. The server says, okay, you want the data? Let me check. Database says, okay, I have the data, and sends it to the server. The server will then build a web page, and then that will move over to the client. And the client will be able to see it on his or her web page. So we can see it in these languages. The client makes the request. The request is in the form of Java or PHP. The server sends that request to the server in MySQL or SQL or whatever. The database will send it back in that same language. The server will interpret it, grab it. It could even be in Java or PHP, whatever is used between those. The server will grab that information, build a web page, and send it back in HTML or CSS, where the browser will interpret it and build it into a viewable object or a web page. And that is simply how it's done. Thank you very much. Have a good night.